What do you think of when you hear the term portraiture? Do you think of the Mona Lisa? Or do you think of those horrible high school photos you took in those blue abstract backgrounds? What if a portrait could be more than this? What if it could be an elevated portrayal of one's innermost self? And what if the portrait subject could be an active participant in this process? My MFA research and exhibition, Inner Portraits, the Mind-Body Connection through Plant and Animal Forms, did just this by combining psychosocial research with printmaking practices and resin-based sculpture to show that our mental health is not a single defining trait within the brain. It is a multi-layered, ever-changing strata of chemistry, biology, social experience, diet, nutrition, and environment. I did this by interviewing 5 female and non-binary individuals due to the impact of hormones on physical health. And I also asked them not just to tell their story about the body and brain connection, but also to pick animals and plants that symbolize this to them. Because animals have been used throughout time as important signifiers of very human conditions in a more direct way than a simple picture of someone's face ever could be. For example, this portrait is Laura, and Laura suffers from treatment-resistant depression, borderline personality disorder, and has had multiple tragedies throughout her life. This is why the color tones are more somber as opposed to other individuals' portraits, which might be more bright, to really reflect their innermost self. The animal portrayed here is a crow, and while this has cultural significance of being something sad and despairing, to Laura, this personal symbol was one of hope and familiarity because she saw it through her window every single day. This window is collaged through transparent handmade papers, and the crow and the mint, which is their plant symbol, something they use for self-care, growing mint to put in their food, and this is all screen printed, reflecting those layers through the actual material processes. Within that crow is the repeating chemical structure of serotonin and dopamine, reflective of the medications that were meant to alter this chemical solution in her brain. This shape, this hexagon, is a benzene ring, and it is also reflected in the resin forms that each individual has. It shows that while we are all very individualized, we have these same chemical structures that are layered and repeating. With this exhibition, I hope to not only have the viewer reflect on their mental health narratives, but also to go out into the world with more empathy for the impact on the body and the brain in others. Thank you.